Hey guys, it's Michelle, and today's video is going to be the top 5 creepiest things that have happened on Christmas. So I went and did some research to find out some creepy ass fucking things that have happened on Christmas or around like Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, like, you know, just around Christmas time in general. People think that Christmas is like, you know, the happiest time of the year, like what could go wrong on Christmas? And according to past events, a lot of creepy ass shit can happen on Christmas. The first one I want to talk about is the Italian Hall disaster. December 24th in 1913, there was a party being held in an Italian hall in Michigan, and these people were just celebrating. You know, there was kids, there was families, there was almost 600 people in the Italian hall. So that's a lot of fucking people, and it was Christmas Eve. Everyone was enjoying themselves, having a great time, until an anonymous voice shouted, "Fire." But there was no fire. But during the hysteria of people believing that there was a fire, it included a stampede of people where 73 people died. And out of the 73 people dying, 62 of them were small children. They were literally trampled to death, which I think is so fucking scary. Imagine if your child got trampled at a business party that you were at on Christmas Eve. That's like so horrible. The next one is rather horrifying, and this happened on December 25th, Christmas Day, 1929. This happened in North Carolina when Charles Lawson shot his wife and 6 children completely dead before he shot himself. So like on Christmas Day, imagine like waking up, opening your presents, and then getting shot by your own fucking father. That's insane. That's so fucking sad. What's creepy about this, they're buried at their house where they lived at the time. And that house became a haunted attraction, but was shut down because of how haunted the place really was. I believe the souls of the people haunt the North Carolina house, which is so fucking creepy. And what's creepy to me and like weird to me is that they're all buried with their dad, like, and the wife's husband. Like, they're still buried with him even though he literally killed them. I think that's strange. Next 3 stories have to do with people who are dressed up like Santa Claus. I think creepy Santas are so fucking just weird, and they just freak me the fuck out. I honestly think that that could be like a whole video in itself, because creepy Santas are just fucking, they terrify me. I think Santa Claus is anybody dressed up like Santa really freaks me out. So these next 3 stories revolve around creepy fucking Santas. In December in 2011, a 15-year-old girl and her friend were approached by a man dressed like Santa Claus in Germany at a Christmas market. Santa Claus offered them shots of like alcohol, and the girl's friend refused, but the 15-year-old took both shots. She was literally hospitalized because she was vomiting so much and she was so ill because the Santa had literally drugged her. He apparently did this 8 times before being caught, and I can only imagine what happened to those other 8 victims if they didn't have friends or a friend taking care of them. Maybe if the other friend had taken the shot, the 15-year-old girl wouldn't have had anybody to care for her, and I don't know what the Santa could have gotten away with. That's fucking terrifying to me, is that it happened 8 times before this girl. I don't know. What do you guys think the Santa would have done? I feel like that's so creepy to think about. I don't know. Santas freak me out. The next story happened in 2006. A little girl was at a gas station with her family when a Santa Claus, who was actually named John Michael Barton, took her away on his motorcycle. So he had a motorcycle with like a little cart in it, and the car had like a fake reindeer or something like that. And he said that he liked to take kids on rides, but without asking their parents and with literally stealing them from a gas station. I don't know. Luckily, her parents saw that she had been taken by a Santa Claus. Her father got in his car and was following them until he reached them when he was like, "What are you doing? Like, you just took my child. Like, what the fuck?" And the Santa Claus replied with, "I'm sorry, I got caught up in Santa mode." Santa mode? Like, that makes you steal fucking children from a gas station? Like, what the fuck? Santa mode. Okay. He was obviously arrested, but the family forgave him, and he claims that he won't be dressing up like Santa Claus ever again. This fucking terrifies me. Imagine that poor little girl. She was probably so fucking scared. Like, that is so fucking scary. Like, I don't know. How does things like this happen? Like, that freaks me the fuck out. I can't believe the family forgave him. I mean, maybe he has some like mental troubles and it was kind of apparent, but still, like, that doesn't seem like he had good intentions. Like, just fucking stealing kids from a gas station? Like, fuck no. The fifth and final story is what I think is the most creepy and just, oh my gosh, terrible story. It's on December 24th, Christmas Eve in 2008. A man who was dressed as Santa was enraged because he had lost his job. He showed up at this Los Angeles house where a Christmas party was being held. He rang the doorbell and was greeted by a little 8-year-old girl who he shot. Luckily, the 8-year-old girl lived. She was among the people who lived, but there were people who died. He shot 8 other people and then set the house on fire before shooting himself. This was such a big story. I think that's so fucking creepy. Imagine like a Santa Claus, like that poor 8-year-old girl is probably traumatized. Like, imagine being shot by somebody dressed as Santa Claus when you're 8 years old. That is fucking insane. That just, I don't know. You think Christmas is such a happy time and everyone's so happy and everyone's filled with spirit and nothing bad happens on Christmas. But according to these stories, a lot of bad things can happen on Christmas. So that's it for today's video. If you guys liked it, please give it a big thumbs up. Let me know in the comments what other conspiracy theories you want to see. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram because I always post creepy things that happen on there, and I also a lot of the times post polls of like what you want to see first usually on there, so definitely follow me on those. If you want to check out my latest video, you can click right here, and if you want to subscribe to this channel for new videos every single day, click the red button right here. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.